Good morning, everyone. This is Ed FX Trader. I'm doing another video. Now, this video presentation will be about the MetaTrader 4 platform. So, this is basically a tutorial how to use the MetaTrader 4 platform, some basics about the platform, and what you will need to know. Alright, so that you are familiar with the platform. Now, the MetaTrader 4 platform is again widely used. Every broker that you sign up with will offer this platform. Now, up the top here, this is the broker FX Primus, and you can see that this is a practice account. Alright, now when you sign up with a broker, you will download the MetaTrader 4 platform. You will download it and you will install it. Just run the setup, save the setup file, run it, follow the instructions, and you're good. Now, whenever you download the platform from the broker, they will provide you a number, an account number, and a password. You'll have two passwords, what is called the master password and the investor password. Now, when you download the platform, you want to go over here in this left hand section at the navigator. Now, if I right click here, it will say open an account or log in to a trade account. Now, whether it's a live account that you have or a demo account, you go here and you click log into an account, and here you will put your login number or your account number, the password that was provided to you, right? You will choose a server. They will also tell you the server. You will choose a server from this drop. You choose a server here, and then after choosing the server, you can let it save the information if you don't want to always be re-entering your password, and then you just click login, right? And then your account information will come up here. If it's a demo account, whatever amount that you chose when you wanted to open the demo account, it will show up here down the bottom here that says balance. It's a live account, then it will show up here as well. This is the amount of money that you have in your trading account to use to trade. Now, when you get you'll get a default password, and they will tell you what the password. You have the option, especially if it's a live account, to change your password. So you go into tools, up the top here, tools, and you go into options, and then you will go into server, and this is your login information, your account number, and this is your password, and you can change it by going into change. You put in the master password and you let it know whether you want to change your master password or you want to change the investor password. The master password is a password that is used mainly for you to go into your platform. The investor password is a read-only password, and that's what you will provide, especially like you and me sign up on my FX book so that they can track my trades. They use my investor password, so it just gives an option for somebody to only have access to your account where they can only view what you're doing, but they can't place a trade into the account. All right, so you can change your password there. Now, by default, this is how the chart will look. Okay. Now, a couple basic things. This tutorial will be very specific to how I trade and what I use to trade, and just certain adjustments. So the first thing you want to do is to remove the grids from this. So you right click, and there's a grid, and you click, and the grids will be removed. That's the first thing. Now, this is a bar chart. So you have bar chart, you have candlesticks, and you have a line chart. Now, I don't use bar charts, so I change this to candlesticks, right? Japanese candlesticks. Now, this allows me now to see the chart. This is the Forex market in chart version, all right, in candlestick version. Now, these are my scroll buttons right? So when both are clicked on, it will auto scroll to the front each time. So if I scroll back, because this auto scroll is on, each time it will default. You see, it just goes back to the front. Now if you want to scroll back and it doesn't default and go back to the front, you just click it off, and then you can always go back and go back and go back, and it won't automatically scroll to the front, all right, or to the current price market. Now you have the option of changing this. Now it is in black and you can see the green going up and stuff like that. Now what we do is that we right click and we go into properties, and you change up the platform how you want it, and that is totally up to you. There are some default options here, green and black. You see, that's how it look. I'm sorry, yellow and black, green and black, which is what we're using, black and white and stuff like that. So you have those options. Generally I like to always use a white background, which is what it is at now, and a black foreground. But my candles that are going up, right, which I refer to as bullish candles, I like to make those green, and my bear candles, I like to make those red or crimson. Right, so this is how I like my chart to look, right? So the candles that are green go right, the green candles go up, those are bullish candles, right? That means that the market is going up, and the red candles are bearish candles, means that the market is going down, right? So whenever the market is going up, as you can see, you have green candles. Whenever the market's going down, you will have red candles. All right, so those are indication. If you believe that the market is going to go up, then you want to buy, right? So I can just select a up arrow here. If you believe that the market is going to go up, you buy. If you believe that the market is going to go down, you sell. Okay, all right, now over to the right hand section here, this is the exchange rate. All right, this is a current rate. This is the Australian dollar versus the New Zealand dollar, and this is a price over here. All right, so so that's a price over there. I am on a 1 hour chart. So if you look down here, it's a H1. That's a 1 hour chart. If you want to change the time frame, the time frame is up here. I can change it to a 5-minute chart, a 15-minute chart, a 30-minute chart, a 1 hour chart. I do not trade generally. Most of my trades are always 1 hour and upwards. All right, so you can change it to 4 hour. If you can't see the rest here, because there's some other time frame, you can drag this bar and you can move it. You can carry it there if I want. So it's 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, etc. weekly and monthly chart. Okay, you can also right click on the chart, select the time frame, and you can choose the time frame just from right clicking. All right, so I'm going to put this back over here. Okay, now this here is your draw text. If you want to write a text on the screen, you click it and you will bring up that and you insert the text here. So you put in, this is me, right? And the text, okay, that was in white. Where did that go? Needed to change that to black. Sorry, needed to change that to black. So it's there still, but because the background is white and the text was also white, we can't see it. So so I said, this is me, right? And it will pop up here, right? To delete it, you just right click and choose delete. Okay, now we know that there's an additional text on the screen. What we can do is right click, and we can go into object list, and you see that the text there that we cannot see, that it is in white, I can click it and I can delete it. Okay, now up here, this is your crosshair. It lets you see horizontally and vertically, right? The dates at the bottom right? And this is not according to your day. This is according to the MetaTrader 4 platform day, right? Now we are on the 4-hour chart. Now these lines that you see here that runs from here to here, because we're on the 4-hour chart, from here to here represents 1 week. So from one of these vertical lines to another represents a week on the 4-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart though, one vertical dotted line to the next represents 1 day. Okay, so from here to here is 1 day, from here to here is another day, and it changes depending each time on the time frame that you're on. So if I go to the daily time frame, then from one dotted line to the next vertical dotted line, that represents 1 month. So this is 1 month's worth of data using a daily time frame. Now when I talk about the time frames, so I'm on the daily time frame, so this is a daily candlestick. So what it means is that this candlestick represents 1 day, 1 day of price movement, right? So 1 day of price movement. So at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when one of these candles would open, and at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when one of these candles will close, because it's a daily candle. It represents a 24-hour movement. A 4-hour candle, every 4 hour a candle is formed and a new one is open. All right. Now at this time, it is now 7:42. So at 8 a.m., right, because at the current time that we're on, a 4-hour is done. Let's just say it will open at, let's say, the day starts and ends at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 4 p.m. my time. So this candle will go from 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 4, etc. each time a candle is formed. So that's what that represents. Up here, this is your Fibonacci tool. This is your trend line if you want to draw a trend line or angled line. So that's what that is. This is your horizontal line, and this is your vertical line. And you have the option of changing the colors and the width. All you do is double click on any line, then right click it. So right click trend line properties, and then you can change the colors, and you can change the width and the type of line that you want, and you can also change the parameters or the value, right, that you want it to run from. So if I take this horizontal line here, I double click it, it's highlighted. The current price that it represents is 0.77914. Now if I wanted to move this, I can put in 0.7782, and it will just move and drop down to here. Same thing with my vertical line. I choose the date that I want and the time that it represents. So this vertical line is 2008, is the 16th of April 2018 at 1100 hours. Now this is not 11 a.m. in the morning or 11 p.m. in the night. This time represents the market watch time frame in the upper left hand corner here, all right, using this platform. So the current market time is 15:44, and if I move this crossbar here, it says 1500 down the bottom. So it uses the MetaTrader 4 time. Okay, so let me just delete those. Now to open a chart, so you see that I have the Australian dollar versus US dollar, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, etc. Now over here you have all your symbols, right? If you're not seeing some of the symbols, you can right click in the market watch section and you can tell it to show all, and it will show all signals. It have forex signals, it have stocks as well, so you can view the charts of all these stocks as well. Okay, Gold is also there, precious metals are there. So if I want to open a new chart, if I want to open the Great British Pound versus the Japanese Yen, I would right click and I would open, I would tell it open new chart, right? So I open a chart, and by default it goes to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so this is a pound versus a Japanese yen on the 1 hour time frame, and I can open multiple charts as I want to. Right, to close a chart, you go down to where it tells you the time frame and the currency pair that you're on. You right click it and you tell it to close, 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 and it will close the chart. Now if you want to place an order, right, there are several ways you can go about doing this. Well, from here you just select new order. So if you believe that price is going to continue to go up and you want to buy the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, so you click new order, right? You are already on this pair, so it defaults to this pair, but you can select which currency pair you want to order, right? Then you will place an order whether you want to sell or you want to buy. Now here, the volume here, this is your lot size. Okay, now right now it's at 0.02, so this is 2 microlots. So that means that for every pip movement, right, so 1 pip here will represent 20 cents US. Okay, so you choose your lot size. All right, and you can find out more about lot sizes in my other video presentation. So if I want to, let's say I'm going to buy the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, so I already know that I want to buy, so I'm expecting price to go up. So my take profit is that I want to buy, price is currently right here at 0.7767, and I want to buy, so I'll place a buy order because I'm expecting price to go up. Your take profit is what you want to, the profit price at which you want to exit the trade. So if I believe that price is going to go from here to, let's say, 0.788, so my take profit will be 7788. Okay, and my stop loss is, your stop loss is what you're willing to lose should the trade not go in your favor. So should the trade not go in my favor, I want to put my stop loss. Let's say I'm going to put my stop loss at 0.7744. 0.7744. I press the buy button and the trade is executed. You will hear a sound, and then down here you will see your trade position. Okay. Now it says that I am buying. My lot size is 0.02. The symbol or the currency that I'm trading is Australian dollar versus US dollar. This is the price that I entered the trade at. This is my stop loss, which is this red line here. This is my take profit, which is the red line up here, right? And this is whether I'm in profit or not. So currently I'm not in profit. Whenever you enter a trade, by default you're going to be in the negative, and that's because of the swap. Okay, now when you enter the trade, right, you can view what you're risking. So if I go down here to my stop loss, if the market were to go against me and hit my stop loss, then it will tell me I would lose $5 US and I will lose 26 pips. Now 26 pips is equivalent to $5 US according to the lot size of 0.02. So this is what my loss will be, $5 US, and my profit would be, let's see if this comes up here, my profit will be $3.52 US, and the profit in pips will be 17 pips. Okay, and that's how you place the trade. If you want to close the trade or modify the trade, let's say you say, okay, wait, something is wrong with this. I am risking more than I would be making. So you go down here to your order screen down at the bottom. You right click the order and you choose modify, and you can modify your order. Now what that means is that you can change your stop loss, you can change your take profit, right? So if I want to move up the stop loss, let's say I'm going to put it to here, 7758, then I will change this and it will move up the stop loss. So if I lose on this trade, I will now lose, come on, come up, I will now lose $2.48 US, and my take profit remains the same. So that's how that works and stuff. So if price continues to go up, then we will make some money. Okay, so I am going to go back into your order screen. Let me go on. You also, that was a market order instant execution. You also can place pending orders, whereby you can say that when the market reaches a certain point, then takes you into the trade. All right, so if I still believe that the market is going to go up, right, and I'm going to place a pending buy order here and say when the market reaches this point, enter me into a buy trade. Okay, so I will choose a buy stop order, right? So a buy stop order is when you're going to buy the market above the current price. If I'm going to buy this above the current price, so I use a buy stop. If I want to buy the market below this current price, it's a buy limit. So my price that I want to enter would have to be below the current market price of 0.7771, right? So that's a buy limit order when you place a buy order below the market. Okay, now a sell stop would be if I want to sell the market below, right, the current price, and a sell limit will be if I want to sell the market above the current price. So let's say, right, that I say that when the market reaches here, I want to sell because I believe that it's going to go up here and then it's going to turn around and start to go down. So I could place a sell limit order here, right, and it would, when it goes in, it will start to sell, right? So I'm just going to demonstrate that. So I want to sell the market, and the market reaches 7778. So when the market reaches 0.7778, I want to sell the market. I'm not going to put a stop loss and take profit right now. So the order is placed. But I'm not in the market right now. This is a pending order. This order will only be executed when the market reaches this price point. Now it will enter me into a sell trade because I will place that sell trade if I believe that the market is going to go down. Right, so that's how you place orders. You can zoom out using this magnifying glass here, the zoom out and zoom in, right? You can do that. You can change the time frame here as well. Now over here, let me just go, it's very important, over the navigator screen you will see these are all referred to as indicators. These are just indicators that are created to help us to trade a little better. Okay, so when you want to use an indicator, let me just select use an indicator. All you will do, right, the stochastic, this is an indicator that I use. The stochastic, I could just drag it, so I left click and drag it onto the screen, and bam, right, If I just let the default settings stay and just click OK, then it comes up on the screen. So these are all indicators. This is a stochastic indicator. If I want to delete it, I just right click and I tell it delete indicator. Okay, so that's how the stochastic works, or how you put a indicator onto the screen. All right, so that is how you go about doing that. Now let me just see. You can insert indicators from up here. You can insert lines. You can choose the lines. These are the same lines that are up here, right? If you want to have a triangle or a rectangle, you can choose rectangle and you can draw a rectangle here, right? To remove it, you just right click delete. Now there are many other tutorials on YouTube that you can watch to just find about anything. I mean, I can't exhaust this video and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do now is just show you some basic how I basically set up my screen and how we can save a template, right? So let's say you already know what you use to trade, what indicators you use to trade, how you want your screen to look, but you want to save it so that on each time you don't have to continue and delete the grades and change this to candlestick charts and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do in this video, what I'm going to do now is to set up a template, right, as to what I like to use to trade. Now I don't use a lot of things to trade because I'm already knowledgeable about how the market works. I can just look at a chart and analyze the market. Now one of the things that I generally do though is I definitely want to change. I'm going to definitely change the background to white, the foreground to black. My bar up, I want that to be black. Right, these are the lines around, the bars are the lines around the candlesticks. My bull candle, I want it to be green. My bear candle, crimson, right? So this is my, I like to trade looking at a white screen with green and red candles. Next thing is that I generally use the stochastic RSI, just the stochastic, and by default the levels are 20 and 80. Want that to be black. I'm going to change that line to here. But what I do is that I change the K period to 8, and this is how I trade. Right, let me just make some changes. I'm right clicking here. I'm gonna right click and I'm going to change the colors. I want one to be green and the other red, and I want it to be a little thicker, the width of it to be a little thicker, and I'm going to click OK. Alright, and that's what I generally use, and I may also use a fractal indicator. Right, you have to get this indicator from anywhere online. You can get it. What it just simply does is that it helps me to identify highs and lows by putting these little diamond or these dotted diamonds where there's a high and where there's a low. That just helps it visual to identify highs and lows. Alright, it just really helps to do that and stuff like that. And this is generally all I use, my default template. Now what I will do is that, because I don't want to always be changing this, doing the same thing over and over, I can actually save this by clicking right click, go template, and I can tell it to save the template. Or I can go up here where it says template at the top of the screen and I can save the template. And I'm going to save the template, and let's say my default. Let's just call it my default. And I save. Now that template is now saved. So I can just go on any one of these screens, select template, and see there the template that I save is right here, my default, and it's automatically done. And I can do likewise. Can either right click, look at templates, choose my default, and so I don't have to keep on doing the process each time. And that's just about it. Right. I will do other video presentations, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment in the comment section, and subscribe to my page for more video presentation for trade setups and stuff like that. So look out for all of those things, but you need to subscribe, like it. If you like the video, give it a like, that will help, and post a comment. All right, have a good day.